Hey everybody. So I've been doing Adobe Stock for about a month now. I watched a lot of videos on it, and it seemed like a good avenue because it does pay out well as far as stock images. They accept AI images, things like that, right? And then just like it seemed like a good thing to do in my downtime. And then so over a few weeks, I would spend time and just upload images and create images when I was bored, and I would have it all laid out. Like I would have kind of like a factory laid out at one point, right? Where it's like create the image, upsize the image, upload to Adobe Stock, create all of the tags, the titles, keywords, etc. Right, and then so there's some work that goes into each one of these, and then I have for some of these, it's I've been paying for them, right? Like as far as the image generation, overall, like image generation is not free overall, whether or not you're paying for it or not. Someone's paying for it at the end of the day. And then, so what you can see here, I have 23 total approved submissions in my library. And then I've noticed in a lot of these videos, right, I noticed this and I picked up on it. If you look at the contributors themselves, and they'll do it after like months at a time, right? They'll be like, I have like 50 something photos in my thing, and it's usually like 50 to 100 is where they stop, right? And then, but you see all of these videos, and it's pay attention to these videos, I'm telling you, because I've watched a lot of them. 50 to 100, that's the number, right? And I can tell you, so I'll tell you what happens. So my approval rate in here is about 30%, like flat out, like 20 to 30%. If we look at my uploaded files, and then we look at my not accepted, 72, right? So I have in my dashboard a total here of, what was it, like 23 or something, I think like 30 something images, and then a total of 32 images, and then 23 images, and then a total of 72 rejected, right? So that's even worse than like 30%. And then so you can see I still have a lot in review, and then I personally don't fully understand what gets rejected. Like some of these I don't understand why they're rejected, right? And I'll just go through, and some of these are like beautiful images, and some of these are very reminiscent of the ones that they that got accepted, right? Like this one, these landscape images. I don't understand why, like this beach one, why did this beach one get rejected as opposed to the other beach one? I don't know, right? And then I still have a whole bunch in review, and then these are the ones that I kind of have in review right now. I'm seeing like if they're gonna, like, I'm assuming I'll have a lower rejection rate possibly with these kind of like stock image ones, but we're gonna see, right? I'm assuming that the rejection rate is still going to be high, but that's like, I wasn't expecting it to be so high. I was expecting some sort of rejection rate within this. Maybe I was expecting it to be inverse, maybe like 20 to 30% rejection as opposed to 20 to 30% accepted. And then this process, it takes a long time, right? So it's, you can see here, thank you for your submission. Your files will be reviewed as soon as possible. Moderation may take up to 8 weeks. So you're submitting these files, you're going through, you're doing the work, and then you're waiting 8 weeks later. And then on top of this, there's also a process that you have to go through. So it's, you start off, I've found it's a 50, 500, and then I think it's 5,000 at a time as far as what you can do. I'm currently at 500, right? I was at 50, and then after they rejected almost all 50, they bumped me up to 500, and then said that they can reject 500 at a time now instead of 50 at a time, which is good. And then, but so now I 1,000,000% understand exactly why people are around that 50 figure, right? Because I've still got 112 here in review, and I've got 23 accepted already. So assuming that they go through, I'm going to end up around 50, around the same as every other person and every other channel that you watch that does this, right? Which is telling you, it should be setting off the alarm bells in you exactly how this process is going to go for you, which is you're going to put time into it for a month. Once you get the two processes and you go through, and then you realize that it's 20 to 30% rejection on top, or acceptance on top of all of the work that you're putting in to create this, you realize that you're working for slave wages at the end of the day, and it's not worth going above that 50. Like, unless you're a professional photographer, I'm assuming, like, that's who you're competing against, right? And then so like, if you have just a bunch of photos lying around, if this happens to be your profession, like if you're taking photographs all the time and they're just laying around for you, and then this is a secondary thing for you to do, then it's worth it. If you're looking to get into Adobe Stock, like, hey, I'm just going to generate images just to upload to stock image generators, and I'm going to upload them to like Adobe Stock and other image selling sites, you're like, it's not worth it. The people that are making money in this niche are the people making YouTube videos telling you how to do it. Like, they're making more money than anybody else in this niche. And then so that's the one secret that people won't tell you when it comes to Adobe Stock. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.